Hey, this is me, GBE, got a baby eater. I do not want to film myself, so I will go and film my Fruits Basket Kyo plushie doll. And while doing that, I will go and give my reaction to Nick Simmons' comic book, Incarnate. It's a plate filled with plagiarism on plagiarism, with a side of plagiarism, and a big drink of plagiarism. Yeah, that's right. Plagiarism. Big steaming pile of it. Why? Because it looks almost exactly like Bleach and every other manga out there. And I don't mean like tiny things. I mean like the big things, especially with Bleach. And I'm going to be honest, I don't like Bleach. I think it's crap. Could care less about it. But that still does not mean that he has a right to go and copy off of it, because I know if I had a paper and I copied the entire paper of somebody else's research and claimed it as my own, I would get in a lot of trouble with that, simply because it's wrong. And so much so, I would end up getting an F, and probably getting more than that as well. And yet, most likely, Nick Simmons won't get that much in trouble simply because he's Gene Simmons' son. That's right, Gene Simmons' son. As in the singer from Kiss, the dude with the very long tongue. And that really bothers me simply because the fact that he might end up using his father to clean up his mess. And that's not right. Because it just isn't. And then to make things worse, not only is he plagiarizing work from other well-known artists such as Oda, Kishimoto, and Kubo, he's also copying off of people who draw just for the fun of it, because they like it and everything, and he's getting credit for their hard work. At first, when I heard about this, I thought that it was a joke, because I thought that a company that would go and like pick up titles and stuff like this would actually go and do their research first with that comic book, making sure that it does not look like somebody else's work, or if it does, that it doesn't look that much like them. But apparently that's not the case. So I'm just flabbergasted because of the seriousness of this. I know that if I were to do something like that, I would end up going to jail, because it's wrong. But and then to make matters worse, on his Facebook account, he said that he didn't know what Bleach was, and then he even said that he didn't even know what manga was. He called it magma, and he thought that it was a retarded name to give a comic book, Bleach, despite the fact that in Japan, they view the color white and associate it with death, and black with life, and he named the comic Bleach simply so he can go and balance it out, which is actually a very clever thing. But still, it just shows that he's being a real douche. And I don't use that word that much, and I try not to curse online through videos and everything, but that's the only thing I can think of. He's a real douchebag. And then he trolls even harder by going to his Deviant account and having it where he likes artists from Japan. And that really made me think, wow, what a troll. What a troll. So I asked him a question on his DeviantArt account, because as you all know, DeviantArt is website for drawing. People who like to draw, artists who are professionals and then non-professionals. And a lot of people are very angry at him in that website because he obviously is for them, he is obviously copying me. I agree with them. Not only as a fan of manga and anime, but as well as an artist, because I draw as well, but more for fun, and I would not like to see my own work being taken from me like that. It's just, I can't believe it. Especially because I figured that a big company, or like the company that was going to go and publish Nick Simmons' comic, would actually go and do the research first to make sure that it didn't look like anybody else's work. But apparently that's not the case. And then I know that if I were to make a comic, I would also try to make sure that my characters did not look like another character, which obviously Nick Simmons didn't do. So all we have to do is just wait and see until the situation gets resolved. I honestly see that the issue will be resolved, but not in the way that most of us would like. I see it more as Nick Simmons ends up getting his father to bail him out, and that's not going to be cool. I don't think that he should get bailed out. I think that he should be punished just like everybody else who would try to attempt that, because just because he's the son of a singer from the 80s does not give him the freedom and excuse to go and break the law. And that's what he did. He broke the law. Well, I hope that you guys agreed with me. If you guys didn't, please give me your responses, your explanations as to why, and let's just see how it all goes. Alright, this is Gara Baby Eater. Peace, love, I'm out.